Nahum chapter 2. He is come up that shall destroy before thy face, that shall keep the siege, watch the way, fortify thy loins, strengthen thy power exceedingly. For the Ishi hath rendered the pride of Jacob, render as in separating the impure, right? As the pride of Israel, because the spoiler has laid them waste. See, the spoiled, homeborn slave, ungrateful. What does being ungrateful then breed? Entitlement. Entitlement breeds I think of like rudeness, arrogance. Arrogance leads to what? Pride. And pride leads to the fall. And have married their vine branches. Hold on. Let's see. The shield of his mighty men is like fire. The men of the army are clad in scarlet, and reams of the chariot are flaming in the day of his preparation, and the drivers are stupefied. Now I tried looking up army of clad in scarlet or rims. I couldn't find anything I thought would match this description. I mean, the most in is let's see. Let's see. Oh, not that. There we go. They're not gonna give me what I was looking for. Well, before they gave me the red coats. Not all this. Let's see. Maybe if we shorten it. All right. See, there it is. So that makes me wonder, this is something to do with the 7 Years' War?
According to Wikipedia, the 7 Years' War was a global conflict that involved most of the European great powers, and was fought primarily in Europe, the Americas, and Asia Pacific.
But it doesn't answer the flaming rims. So I'm not sure that's exactly what it's referring to. But back to this, the drivers are stupefied. They're confused. It's basically how I understand it. Let's see, what does stupefied mean? Past tense, stupefied, make one unable to think or feel properly. So they're like in a haze. They are in confusion in the way. The chariots jostle one against another in the street. There looks like Their looks are like torches, like lightning running to and fro. He will muster up his valiant men. They shall stumble in their march. They shall quickly get upon the walls thereof, and a cover shall be prepared. The gates of the rivers are opened. That sounds like they're flooding, right? The flooding through dams, opening dams. And the temple is thrown down to the ground. This is in Nineveh, okay? So because it's the overthrow of Nineveh, and I think it's interesting, right? Because I was reading about what was there? There's a temple in Thailand that they just discovered a few years ago. Now that a dam has been drained, there's a temple they found that was underneath a river, and that's what I thought of when I read that. I'm like, oh, and that's what it was. And there was another one in Japan, right, where the temples, they talk about how they build these temples up to withstand flooding, so it doesn't carry away the temples when the water levels rise. And I thought, isn't that interesting? So I'm like, God, I wonder why they're doing that. And I wonder then, was that temple in Thailand? Was it Nineveh? So, and the soldier is led away captive, and his bondwomen were led away mourning as doves, murmuring in their hearts. And as for Nineveh, her waters are like a great pool, but the men flow away. They cry, stand, stand, but there is none that will return back. Let's see. Take ye the spoil of the silver, take the spoil of gold, for there is no end of the riches of all the precious furniture. She is destroyed and rent and torn, the heart melted, and the knees fail, and all the lions loosen their strength, loins loosen their strength, and the face of them are oh, I keep missing it. The face of them all are as the blackness of a kettle. Now, here it is. So here in the Philippines, it's their festival. You gotta ask yourself, why are they really doing this? Why do they really dress this way and paint themselves this way? Are they really celebrating a Catholic priest, right? That landed there years ago? That's what I thought of when I read their faces as black as a kettle. Because it tells me then their face is not normally that black. And you know the original Filipino people are now pushed off to live on the islands. Where is now the dwelling of the lions and the feeding places of the young lions, to which the lion went and entered in hither, the young lion, and there was none to make him afraid. I think when they're talking about the lion, they're actually talking about people. And the lion is just a metaphor for these people. The lion caught enough for his whelps and killed for his lioness, and he filled his holes with prey, and the den with, oh, let's look this word up.
Rapine.
Rapid, violent seizure of someone else's property. There you go. So he filled his den with the violent seizure of someone else's property. Behold, I come against thee, saith the Ishi of hosts, and I will burn thy chariots, even to smoke, and the sword shall devour thy young lions. See, I think it's people he's talking about. Because why would this be about lions, right? And I will cut off thy prey out of the land, and the voice of thy messengers shall be heard no more. See, and I was thinking about that last part. I will cut off thy prey from out the land. Let's say like somewhere like the Philippines is, Nineveh. Just bear with me before you get in the comments. I'm using as an example. Is that what we're looking at then when you see that the people that were on the island, the Negroes, Philippine people, are now living on islands around the Philippine instead of on the island. Is that what it's talking about? I will cut off your prey so you can't prey on them anymore. They will be removed from you.